Hello, it's Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday. Welcome to YouTube. I have some weird thing going on with my hair up here, but that's okay. Welcome to YouTube Live. I'm Kristen Iris, and we're going to chat today. I'm feeling really juicy and blissed out, and we're going to talk about it. So my name is Kristen Iris, as I said, and I am a creativity mentor and speaker. And I help creatives of color to uncover and dismantle the old oppressive conditionings and beliefs, limiting ideas that are holding them back, and create a paradigm shift in their creative work and also in their lives, because it always transfers over. They go back and forth. Your creativity is part of you, part of your life, part of your living. And if it's not, you can make it be part of your life and part of your living if you're putting it on hold. So give me 1 second. I actually want to share this out really quick. I'm on a really good vibe today. I am feeling like so blissed out, so just like high on myself, like high on like awesome life. And it's not just because it's like 60 degrees here in Chicago, which is just unheard of. I mean, it's not unheard of, but it's just a time of year where I wasn't expecting that to happen. And hold on, let me just see if this is, I just want to get the link here really quick. So I'm in the beginning of what is about a 3-week launch of a program that I'm going to be opening up, a 6-week group program. And it's a little, it's been not too stressful. That's why I gave myself a lot of time so that I could really do this the way that I want to. But there have been some things about this process that have provoked my doubts and my fears and some old, because that's what you do. And that's what I talk about. It's like today was a shift. So I'm feeling really, really blissed out, but that's a shift from the last couple of days. Now, I was not like totally in like this anxiety place or anything like that, but I was like, all right, I have work to do. I'm trying to get things done. I've been very focused on tasks, but there have been times when like I know that I'm moving a little bit slow, and I know that my fears and my doubts are what is like sort of coming up and what's holding me back. I'm just trying to share this. It's taking forever. And so when it happens, I can catch it because I recognize it now. Like I know what that feeling is like. I know what it feels like in my body. I know that old story. I know like the doubts and things that come up. And I know when I'm doing something like this, which this is something that's kind of new, a little bit new, but a little bit familiar. So I'm sort of stretching and I'm doing things differently in launching this program. I'm kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm stepping out of what I've done before, and I'm not even necessarily listening to what other people have done or what other people are telling me. I'm really trying to do it my way and doing it based off of like what feels good for me. And it feels good for my people and the people I'm trying to help, which are creatives of color. And there's a little bit of fear in that. Like I'm creating something new. Like this isn't my writing, it's not videos, but like I'm creating a program that is going to help other creatives. I'm creating something new. And the way that I'm launching it is a little bit new. And so I know that those old fears and old stories get provoked, and they have. And I've largely been able to dismantle them, but I've still been sort of operating from a place of where they're still kind of, like it's like they're in the room, but they're not like guiding my hands. They're not guiding my motions, but like they're in the corner of the room, like they're watching me. Like when I think about it, it's kind of like these fears are like, you gonna tag me in yet? Can I jump in? Can I sabotage you? No, you still got it? You're still under control? Okay, cool. You're still feeling good? You're still feeling confident? I'm like, yeah, you just stay in the corner, right? So it still feels like they're kind of in the corner of the room. And today I was thinking the last couple of days, so it's a little bit scattered and it's part of my blissed out brain right now, like so blissed out, guys, don't even understand. So in part of my morning ritual, I have what is about a 3-hour morning ritual. But part of my morning ritual, part of what I do every day is I get in my vision of what I'm creating. I get in my vision. It could be whatever time period in the future that I want to focus on. Like lately it's been like April, May time, more like May, but April, May time is like at that point, like what are things like, who am I working with? How am I feeling? What's different? Where am I? Because by that time I'm not going to be in Chicago. That's the plan anyways, to not be in Chicago. And so like getting in that vision as if it's the case right now. And the last couple of days I've had trouble with that. And I've been so focused on this week and what's going to be coming up next week and the 5-day experience, the free 5-day experience that I'm going to be facilitating, that it's been hard to get in that future vision. And not just that future vision, but the feeling. That's one of the key things about when you get in your vision. And I teach this in my I have a training, not a training, but a video and workbook guide called Create Your Future Vision. And I teach this in there. We're actually going to touch on this a little bit next week in the 5-day. So I'll put a link so that you can actually sign up for that. Because this is going to be good stuff for you. Is when you get in that vision is to imagine as if it's the case like right now, like you are there. Like who are you? How do you feel? How do you act? Who are you connecting with? What kinds of, like what are your relationships like? What are you doing? What opportunities are coming your way, et cetera, et cetera. Like be that future self, be that future life. Like even for me, even though I'm like only jumping like 2 months in the future, yeah, about 2 months in the future, it's like, what, like if I am in that life, what does that life feel like? And I do this every day, at least 5 minutes every day. And I've had trouble with it the last couple of days. And so today I was like, before I even got into the vision, I was doing I also do like a little journaling exercise called the brain dump, where I set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes. Today was 10, but I went a little bit longer. And it's just like, I just write whatever's on my mind, whatever's in my head, I dump it out onto the paper so that then I have a clear head and I can focus. And in my brain dump, I was like, I'm still thinking about I was still thinking about like the anxieties, like okay, I'm launching and this and trying not to think about what could go wrong. And I'm like, I really need to focus on what is really possible here. Like what I'm creating. Forget about like the tangible, sort of like the tangible results, the number of people in, the 5-day experience, the number of people in the program. Like forget about those. What am I really creating for people in creating this 5-day experience, which is called Unleash Your Creative Flow? And I'll tell you a little bit about it in a bit, but it's all about really uncovering the deeper blocks, not the bullshit excuses, but like the deeper blocks holding you back, the like limiting beliefs, the old oppressive conditionings, the ideas about what you're allowed to do and who you can be and who you can't be and what you can and can't create. And uncovering those so that you know what needs to clear, and then actually getting in action. And we're going to be doing that over 5 days. And I stopped and I was like, okay, even just thinking about the 5-day experience and the people who are going to be in the 5-day experience, like what is really possible for them? Like what am I, as the facilitator of this, as the creator of this, as the creator of this 5 days that is going to be put out into the world that people are going to go into and experience, what is possible for them? And so I started writing those things out, like imagining, thinking about like what it will feel like for people to make those discoveries, to be like, oh, this is something that's blocking me. Oh, this is a belief that I didn't know I was still holding on to. This is like this thing that's there that I can clear. What it's going to feel like for them to take an action to step into their creativity. And I know what that feels like after taking a break. So it's like, I can imagine it, but like to be the person who's me facilitating this, like, this is what I'm creating. This is what's possible, is this feeling that they will have when they step into their creativity, when they choose themselves, when they choose their voice, when they choose their truth, when they choose their their power and they step into it. Okay, so what's possible with like my program? It's like I started getting in that mindset, like what is possible in what I'm creating? What is gonna open up for these people? And it made a huge, huge difference for me today. Because even just doing that, like once I then sat in my vision, I did my brain dump first. That was part of my brain dump. And really tuning into like, what is the possibility of what I'm creating? What is the possibility for other people? And what is the possibility for me? Because as other people are making these openings and these shifts that I'm facilitating, that changes me too, you know? And I'm thinking, and then in my vision, or in doing my vision, which was right after that, like I said, the exercise right after that, sitting in my vision, like it was just so different than the last couple of days. Like some of the things were the same, but like I could really get into the feel of it. Like, what does it feel like to facilitate these changes for people? Like for me, that's like my bliss. That's my joy, is like, I am helping people step in their creative power and putting myself in that vision, putting myself in that future of, you know, what will be next week, what will be in the 6 weeks after that for my 6-week program, what will be for the people who come to me in one-on-ones that I work with one-on-one, like what that's going to feel like for me to help them to like be in this place of like witnessing and facilitating transformation, of letting people be seen, like really, really like helping them feel seen and heard, and to step into the world in a new way. And the feeling of it was different. Like it was like joy and bliss. And like I was really able to like soak in that feeling so that I could go into my day instead of operating from like almost like fear, nerves, what could go wrong, what if blah, blah, blah. Going into my day from like, this is what I'm creating, this is what's possible, is this joy and this liberation for people of color, and for like the liberation of creatives of color's creativity and their work. It was completely different. Like there's this little kind of energy of like fear or doubt or anxiety or rush or stress. And then there was like this high frequency that I was stepping into. And that frequency, like when you think about waves, like in science, when you think about waves, waves match other waves, like they meet. When the wave is different, they don't connect, right? So like you can have, it's like, think about the people in your life. You can have people who are like, oh, this person's like kind of yucky energy, or like this person is just like always bringing you down, you know? And so people like that don't attract awesome, like high vibe people. They don't attract people who are like, oh man, I am doing these awesome things and I'm always really excited and I'm happy and I'm uplifting. Like people who have crappy energy are crap magnets, because that's the frequency they're operating on. That's what they attract, is more crap. Okay, they don't actually match well with people who have good energy, because people up here are like, oh, something down here is not working for me and I don't want to be down there. And they like, people who are down here actually try to drag those other people down. It's kind of like the same thing in terms of like how you want to operate. So me, if I'm operating from like fear, nerves, anxiety, and not saying that you're not going to have anxiety, because you will, it's going to happen. But this is how I was able to shift it, is like, I know that if I'm operating from this place, that I'm going to be attracting things that reinforce that, right? Because that's the frequency, like that's the energy that I'm putting out. But when I'm up here and I'm really getting in my bliss and thinking about what I can really create for people, what is possible for people in the things that I facilitate, the things that I create, and the experiences that I cultivate for them, in the transformation, like what is possible when I get up there. And now I'm in, even just thinking about it, now I'm like soaking in that bliss, I'm in that joy, and I'm operating from that frequency. That means that I'm operating from this place, I'm attracting things at this place, right? And so I stepped into my day with that frequency, and there hasn't been anything particularly special about my day. I mean, I made some great connections and some great collaborations, connections that I am super, super excited about. And so that's awesome. But I mean, there wasn't like something particularly special about my day's routine, nothing out of the ordinary. I didn't win the lottery. I didn't like have any like special event that I went to. It was just like today was just like, it was a regular Tuesday. But all day I was just like, I feel so good. And I got into some great conversations with people. And I was just like, I felt the excitement because I was operating from this place of like excitement and joy and like, oh my God, this is what I'm bringing to people and I can't wait to bring it to them. And so I want to put a link in here for you guys. So it really changed the way I showed up for myself. It changed, I feel like it was part of like making some of these connections today was me operating at this place from this place of joy. And when you, like I said, when you operate from this place of joy or bliss, you attract things that will reinforce that will create more of that. And that's what I want. I want more joy. I want more bliss. I want more liberation, more for myself, more for the people that I work with. Like that's what I want to bring is like liberation from your oppression so that you can step into your creative power and step into your fucking joy, your bliss. And this is what I want you guys to start doing. And like I said, we'll do a little bit of this next week in the 5-day and like getting in terms of like looking at like what is possible. It's going to be part of the 5-day experience. So I'll be guiding through that. So actually let me go put the link in here so you guys can actually sign up for it. Like I said, it's called Unleash Your Creative Flow. And I'll have it in the description after. It's just taking some time to load. Okay, so it's at, I think I spelled that right. KristenIris.com/5-day, like the number 5-day. I should probably tell people that it's not 5 spelled out. KristenIris.com/5-day is where you can go and sign up for it. So it is Unleash Your Creative Flow. It is completely free. It starts on Monday, March 5th, and it will be an email in your inbox and a live stream on my YouTube channel over here on my YouTube channel at noon Central every day. Day 4, we're actually going to do a bonus. It'll be a group mentoring call where you can get one-on-one guidance from me. So that'll be a little bit different. That'll be on Thursday evening, because Thursday will be day 4 next week. And it's going to be 5 days of like uncovering your deeper blocks and getting into action. And part of that, like I said, is going to be like, I'm going to guide you through a little bit of this, like getting your vision. But, this is something I want you to try, like just in your day, just like imagine, think about like if you have like a creative endeavor or a project or something that you're working on or something that you want to start that maybe you're sitting on, that's the perfect thing to come into this 5-day experience with, is like, there's this thing, or I'm sitting on it, I'm feeling stuck, I'm feeling frustrated, or I'm taking action, but it's not, I know I could be taking more action. I'm making excuses and I want to stop making excuses. I have this thing that I want to move forward and I have been moving it forward. That's the thing. That's a great place. It's to like start thinking about like what's like really possible. Like what is really possible if I were to create this? And we can have like your doubts may come up, like, oh, people might say like, oh, nobody cares what you think. Nobody might listen to you. Nobody might read whatever your thing is. Nobody might watch whatever your thing is. Nobody may sign up for whatever your thing is. But like, forget that. Forget all that shit. We always have those thoughts. But what's really possible in terms of what you're creating? Like for someone who signs up, for someone who reads your piece, for someone who watches your video, for someone who listens to your music, for someone who, whatever it is, what is possible for them in experiencing what you create? What is possible? What is possible for them? What can change for them? And how does that make you feel? And just think about that and let yourself soak that in and find the joy. Like find the joy in what you do, because that place, to operate from that place, to vibrate at that frequency, oh, it feels so fucking good. And that, not that it's definitely not going to like overcome all your blocks or anything like that, because you definitely have to do that discovery, but it can be a great motivator to be like, man, I really need to get into action because amazing things are possible and I have to make them come into reality. They can't just stay this untapped potential. Like me, like I know what I can create for people. I know like the liberation and the joy and the bliss. I know the clarity and the power that I can help people to cultivate. That can't stay untapped potential. I have too much work to do in this world. There's too much change and too much power in this, in what I can create, to just let it go uncreated, to let it just go. And it's the same thing for you. There's too much power and beauty and magic in what you can create, to let it go uncreated, to let it just be this idea that's in your head that's never brought into reality. So get into the possibility. Really get into like what's possible. This is what's possible. This is what I'm really creating. This is what opens up for people when they consume my content, when they consume my creation, when they join my program, when they, whatever it is that you're creating. I have no idea what you're creating. When they do my workout video, whatever it is, like, this is what's possible for them. This is what opens up. This is what I'm creating. And that lets you know that that's part of your power. There's so many of us walking around thinking that we have no power over anything, that we have no, like, or faking like we have power, but really underlying feeling like, oh, I don't really have power. I don't really have power. You fucking have power. You have amazing power. And that is what I want to help you to awaken and unleash your creativity and create the change that you want in the world, to impact people with what you do, with what you put out there. You can absolutely do that. So just take, even if it's just like 5 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes today, to just pause alone and take some deep breaths and close your eyes and really let yourself think about what's possible and soak in the feeling that gives you. The feeling it would give you to be like, yeah, now this is what's possible. This is how I will feel when this happens. Person who, and soak it in like a sponge, okay? Drink it in, soak it in, like, and that way you have it within you and you're feeling it and you're vibing with it and you can start operating from that place. It is super potent shit, okay? So I am gonna try this again tomorrow because I feel so good today. Who does not want to fucking feel like this every day? I want to feel like this every day. I know that I'm not going to feel like it every day, but I want to. So I'm gonna try it again tomorrow and see if I can just keep soaking in that joy. And like throughout the day too, like I was listening to Janelle Monáe, Jane Go Jane, like holy shit, that song's been on repeat all day for me. But just like things like now at like other things in my day is like, oh, what's gonna help keep this feeling going? That's the other thing that's important about that. When you get into like that high, really good feeling, whatever that is for you, like I like to say joy or bliss, might be something else for you, might be like radiance or whatever word you want to use. You'll start like I said, you will actively, it's not just an energy thing. You will actually actively start wanting to bring other things into your life that feel really good. Like part of me now is like, I want to write a story because story is part of my bliss and like, I'm in this bliss vibe. But you will start actually doing things in your life and in your day that make you feel good. You know, making decisions that are like, ooh, that continue that feeling, because that's where you're operating from. And shit, when you feel good, you want to keep feeling good, right? So when you get that like genuine feeling, you want to keep bringing more of that genuine feeling. No, it's not always, you're not always going to feel super awesome. But if you can like hack your way into that feeling so that you can cultivate more and more of that, like why the hell would you not do that? Go do it. Go hack your way into feeling awesome, all right? So like I said, the Unleash Your Creative Flow 5-day experience starts on Monday, March 5th in your inbox. You have to go sign up so that you get the email. There are going to be supplemental worksheets too. So you do have to sign up to get the worksheets because otherwise you're not gonna get them. And then we'll be here on YouTube. And then please share this out. If you're watching on the replay, please share this out. Share out the link for the 5-day experience, kristeniris.com/5-day. If you're like, yeah, this sounds fucking awesome. And it will be It will be awesome, okay? Like, no joke, it will be awesome. And it's free, so like you literally have nothing to lose. And let me tell you guys, oh my gosh, I thought about this in the beginning, but I wasn't talking about the 5-day experience. So let me tell you guys, I have got some amazing extra bonuses for you who sign up for it. Okay, so like already this 5 days is free. The trainings are free. The guidance is free. I'm probably going to package the trainings and sell them afterward. So you definitely want to be there live for it. I mean, you don't have to be on each one live, like the replays will be up through the week, but you definitely the 5 days. But I have a collection. I feel like collection's the wrong word. It sounds like they're products. I have a selection of some amazing entrepreneurs of color who are contributing, and they're giving other free resources for you guys when you sign up. I'm really excited about this. Like a variety of entrepreneurs. Like I said, I like to uplift and share with people of color. Like this whole 5 days is for creatives of color, but I have got a selection of some amazing entrepreneurs of color who are going to be contributing free resources to help in a variety of areas of your life. It might be mindset, some will be sexuality. Like it's going to be awesome extra bonuses, but you do have to sign up to get it. It will be on a special bonus resource page. I hadn't announced it publicly before because I hadn't gotten like people, I had only just gotten the idea a couple of days ago, but like I've got people on board and I am so fucking pumped about this. So go sign up and I will see you guys on the next live stream, and I will see you on Monday in your inbox and here on YouTube. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments. All right, have a good one.